want to see me work this shaft and subscribe to this channel. I can't with these figures anymore.
Don't forget about your chance to win this Mattel's DC Multiversus Shazam action figure. All you have to do is share one of my videos. It does not matter which video you share. And leave a comment on the video that you have shared saying Shazam I shared. Also over there on my Patreon, I'm doing another giveaway for a My Hero Academia McFarlane Toys All Might. All you have to do is make a small donation to this channel of $3 to my second tier. And I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. The contest for both the Shazam and All Might ends June the 30th, and the winner will be announced on July the 1st, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, and shipping is in the United States only as well. Good luck to you all.
Welcome to my channel. This is Serge bringing you another action figure collector's review on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection's Mighty Morphin's Blue Ranger. I'm so super excited to have this figure in hand. He completes our original team of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. But we are waiting for like original release for the the Black Power Ranger. And that's enough of that rambling. We'll get into it. We have the Blue Ranger staring at you through the package. We get a ton of extra accessories for the Blue Ranger. You also get a nice illustrated image of the Blue Ranger that wraps around the box just like so. And that's some mighty fine artwork. Up there at the top of the box, you get Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Over here on this side of the box, you get the same illustrated image more or less reflected. Over here at the back of the box, you get a nice product shot of Billy the Blue Ranger. Up here at the top of the box, you get nothing but the tab, and down here, nothing but the barcode. Let's get to it and open this blue boy up. Okay, let's take a good look at Billy's accessories. And we'll go ahead and take a look at his gripping hands. And they look very good. I'm quite pleased that we do get these hands, but I wish they would have been on the different kind of hinge where they go, instead of going in and out, I wish they would have went side to side. So that's a little bit bothersome, and I do have a little bit extra plastic right there on his thumb I'll have to take and scrape off. But the sculpt work for the most part is very nice. This does have that same line work that we're used to seeing throughout these figures. So it's very good. I'm glad that we get those a lot. And right here, we'll go ahead and take a look at his two-fisted hands. Boom, boom. And I'm very pleased that we do get these hands. And, you know, if they work, they work. Wash, rinse, and repeat. So that I'm very pleased. And you definitely need these for whenever he's throwing down with a couple of baddies, or whenever he's sparring with a couple of his fellow Power Rangers. We'll go ahead and take a look at the blaster. And it looks very good. And it's more or less the same thing with all the other Rangers. I would like to see where we get closed blasters, but maybe that's something that they'll do later on in the future. But it's got a little bit of pink right there on his blaster instead of the red. So that's a little bit bothersome, but it's not too bad. It's not very noticeable. It's just, you know, in certain angles and certain, wherever the light hits it, kind of looks a little pink. And it's more or less the same on this side as well. Go ahead and set that to the side. Go ahead and take a look at his spear. It looks very good. I like it a lot. Now, this is all one solid piece, and it should come apart, but this is all molded together, so it will not come apart on you. That's why they gave you two separate ones, and we'll look at those in just a second. And I do like it. I like the sculpting and detailing that you see in through here. I like the silver that breaks it up to let you know where they separate at. And all the way through here is more sculpted detail, and that's where the would separate at. And you do get his coin right there. I don't know if you can tell his power coin, but it's sculpted in there. It's very tiny, but it does look very good. And right there, I like the silver at the end. I love that silver that they used on this. I think it really flows it very well. And right here at the end, it looks very good as well. And you still get that coin, that power coin right in there. So that looks very good. I'm pleased with that. I would like to see some dry brushing on it, but that's just a little gripe I have with just about every figure. And these two are more or less the same that we just seen. It's just that these points right here are just a little bit smaller and shorter than the one on the full spear itself. But this is where it's broken up, and these kind of look like size whenever they're split apart. But anyway, you still do get the power coin in there, and the silver still looks good. The paint apps came out very clean, in my opinion. And right through here is you get that same sculpted line work and detailing. And right there, it's kind of hollow on the inside. It's got a little bit of plastic down in through there, but right here at the tips, it's hollow. So that's very nice. And I wonder if these can all fit together on Kimberly's weapon, her bow. We'll find out. I'll get that out and we'll look at it. We'll go ahead and take a look at this clear translucent plastic energy effect, and it looks very good. I'm pleased that we get these a lot, but we've seen this one used so many times in this line. But what you would do is you just slide it on there, and it's having a little bit trouble with it. But anyway, we'll go ahead and put that right there. You just kind of weave it in there, and it goes on just like that, and it just rests on there so it comes off. Yeah, well, fairly easily, not too bad. But we'll look at Billy's head sculpt, and it kind of looks like Billy, in a weird little way. It doesn't look like Billy. It might be the glasses that throw him off, but I don't know. Like from certain angles, it does, but like straight on, it kind of looks a little creepy, like some pervert staring at you through a window or something. But anyway, that's enough of that. The glasses, they came out very clean, and I like the plastic that they used around the eyes right there that cover them, and his eye paint came out very good as well. And his teeth and his mouth looks very good. His nose, his cheekbones came out very nice, and he's got sculpted line work in through here. His ear came out very good. He's got I like the color choice that they went with his hair. It looks very good. And his hair is parted just like it is in the show. I'm just going to say, like I always do with these figures, I think it looks like him, but it looks like an animated version of Billy. But anyway, that was a good look at his accessories. Here are all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers weapons laid out on the table. First of all, we have the pink Power Ranger, Kimberly's. We've got her bow and arrow, well, her bow from her bow and arrow. We have Zack's battle axe, the Black Ranger. We also have the Red Ranger, Jason's sword. We also have Trini, the Yellow Ranger's little daggers. And right here, we have Billy, the Blue Ranger's spear broken up. And we'll go ahead and look and see if they will combine with this bow. And Trini's goes to the outside right here, and they clip under just like so. And clip, clip. And we also have Billy right here that will go on just like that. Clips right there. And then next you'll need Zack's right here. And Zack's feels like it's stuck, but this part does slide, and I did not mention that in my first review because I did not realize that, and plus it was my first review. But anyway, you go ahead and you see this part right through here. That's where this bow this bow goes right here. And right here, Jason's sword, you just put it right here at the back, and it should slide in there. Just like that. And that's how their power weapons look. And that just looks amazing. I'm very pleased with that. And you can get your Power Rangers posed up, and they can just and you line it down the sides. Of course, you don't want it to be crooked. But I'm just so happy that Hasbro did this for us to where we could combine it and make their power weapon. And this is just awesome. Okay, let's look at Billy Cranston's head sculpt. And on the figure, certain angles doesn't look so bad, but straight on doesn't really look so much like Billy. So I don't know. I think they could do a little bit better with that photo tech, but they're off to a decent start. I'm not going to say it's a good start, but they're off to a decent start. But anyway, with this civilian head sculpt, he can look up quite a bit. He can look down, all the way down to his toesies, and he does get a little bit of that confused dog going on that side and a little bit going on to that side, and he does have the exorcist. But certain angles it looks like Billy, but straight on it doesn't. So that's a little bit nitpicky of a bother, but I'm still glad that we do get these extra heads. He is Angel Grove's smartest student, all morphed up and out of the package and getting ready to fight some putties onto your screen. Now, I really do like the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line, and I'm super stoked to have this figure in my collection as he completes my Mighty Morphin team for the most part. And we'll get into his review in just a second. Let's take a look at Mr. Cranston's articulation. First of all, his head can look up that far, which is a pretty decent amount. He can look down almost all the way down to his toesies, so that's very good. He does have just slightly a little bit of a confused dog going on that side, and it looks like barely anything, if that, going on to the other side. He does have an exorcist, which is the full 360. He's got these awesome butterfly joints that can bend back that far, allowing him to get some pretty good range, and he can go that far in with those butterfly joints. His arm can extend that far to his side. He can throw that perfect pitch. He does have a bicep swivel right here. He's got a double jointed elbow that bends in almost all the way. He's got a swivel and a hinge right here at his wrist. And he's got this pretty sweet diaphragm joint right here. And he can allow him to crunch that far to that side and that far to that side. And you do get some great range out of this. And you do get a swivel in there as well. And you can crunch them this far forward and this far back. And if you want to add in that second added ab crunch, you can click them that far, like he's getting hit in the face by some putties. And you can also get him looking all the way down to his toesies that far. And he can split his feet out that far apart. He does have a thigh cut. He can kick his foot out that far, or his leg out that far, and his leg back that far. He's got double jointed knees that bend in all the way. Perfect range right there. And he can go all the way back just like so. And he does have a boot swivel, and he's got the perfect ballerina going on. His foot can go that far forward, and he does have them ankle rockers. That was a good look at the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Rangers articulation. Let's take a look at Mighty Morphin Blue's sculpt and detailing. And his helmet and head sculpt came out very good, very clean for the most part. The silver around his mouth came out very nice. I do like that a lot, and the sculpted line work in there looks very good. Up over here, his silver came out looking very good and clean. Right there, and up underneath there where the black meets is nice. Not a speck of paint outside of where it needs to be. And right here, his Triceraton horn does look very nice. It came out very clean. And over here at the other one, it looks very, very good as well. And you do get that yellow eye up underneath there. It looks very good. Or you can use that for his lights that he has at the top of his head. So that's nice. This side came out a little fuzzy. I mean, that's a little nitpick. I mean, it still, for the most part, does look very good. Not much to complain about, and you get sculpted line work back through here. And there is a little bit of scuffage from on the back, but I think that's from where they packaged it. But all in all, for the most part, his diamonds came out very clean, and he does have a little bit of few specks of white paint seeping through, but not too bad, nothing terrible. But it does match, like the plastic and everything looks all the same color, at least up underneath my lighting. So that pleases me a lot. That's not the two different tones like we've seen with Kimberly and Jason and a few of the others. So I like that a lot. Now, his white of his belt came out very clean as well. You get the little Triceraton coin right there in his belt buckle, but you can barely make out what it is. So that's a little bit disappointing. You do get silver work around there, and it does have sculpted line work around the belt. And right through here, I like the black. It looks very good around the belt. Very pleased with that and all the wrinkling through there. And these body molds have been used time and time again, just like all the most of the accessories and everything. So, but I'm okay with it because all the Power Rangers pretty much had the same frame, so it doesn't bother me whatsoever. You do get wrinkling around the belt, looking really good. Right through here, you do get nice little muscles for his thighs. I mean, it's decent enough for a teenager anyway. Right there, you get wrinkling around the knees. The diamonds came out on his boots. Looks like they got a little bit of white seeping through the diamonds. It's a little bit bothersome, but from a distance, you really can't notice it. They could have just added a second layer of paint on there, and I think it would have been just fine. But right here, looking at the back, looks very good. Same thing at the diamonds, and this is a little bit more white seeping through right there at the molded plastic seam. So that's a little bit bothersome, but I mean, for all in all, for the most part, I'm not going to complain that much. And if you like Blue Ranger butts, give this video a thumbs up. Right here at his back, looks very, very good. I'm pleased with that. And that was a good look at the Blue Rangers sculpt in detail. Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger scales up against a couple of Tommy action figures from the Lightning Collection line. Over there on his left we have the Green Ranger, and over there on his right we have the White Ranger. Just because Billy is such a ladies' man, here's how he scales up against a couple of the female Lightning Collection line from the Mighty Morphin series. Over there on his left we have the Pink Ranger, and over there on his right we have the Yellow Ranger. Here's how Billy scales up against a couple of the male action figures from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Lightning Collection line. Over there on his left we have the Red Ranger Jason, and over there on his right we have the Black Ranger Zach. Feeling a little bit blue today. We have from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line, over there on his left, the Beast Morpher Blue Ranger, and over there on his right, we have Zeo Blue. Speaking of Zeo Rangers, here's how he scales up against the only other figure in this wave that I've already reviewed. Over there on his left, we have the Gold Zeo Ranger. He is beside himself. Over there on his left from the Legacy line, we have the Blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. And this figure is way better figure than that one over there. This one just has over exaggerated muscle tones. It doesn't even look like a guy in a suit. The joints are kind of ugly, and over a period of time, they do get kind of wobbly and kind of hard to stand. So that's a little unfortunate. I mean, these were good figures whenever they came out. It's just that the Lightning Collection line is just so much better. These are our Blue Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Scales up against a couple of more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figures from the Lightning Collection line. Over there on his left we have Goldar, and over there on his right we have Lord Zed. Here's my final thoughts on this figure. I'm very excited to have this figure a part of my collection. It's no secret that I really do love the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line. I really do think they're a great set of highly articulated figures for the price point. Plus you get a ton of extra accessories with the majority of these figures. Now, they do have their flaws. With this one was paint imperfections, but I mean any figure, especially at this price point, is going to definitely have its flaws. Now, I'm excited that we pretty much completed our Mighty Morphin Power Rangers team. I wish we could get a Zack that we wouldn't have to customize, but I'm sure that will come in due time. It's because Hasbro is not afraid to shell out this series of Mighty Morphin figures. They keep giving us added extra figures such as the Ranger Slayer and Lord Draken from the comic books. But let me know what you think of the figure. Let me know what you think of the review in the comments below. And as always, feel the urge to collect with Surge.
you want more action figure collectors reviews, then feel the urge to subscribe to Surge. And if you've liked what you've seen, then click that big thumbs up button. If you want to get notified of my latest videos whenever they drop, click that notification bell. If you want to see this channel grow, share with a friend. Speaking of friends, you can friend me over there on Facebook. Links to that will be in the description below. You can also follow me along on Twitter. Links to that will be in the description below.
Genius marketing or some sort of apology that they're releasing this figure this month.